with us is Coach Kirk Norman and Micah Unruh. Eagles taking on the Carl Albert Titans today. The first pitch is scheduled to take place at 10 a.m. This is an in-district crosstown rival. And when I say in-district, I'm talking about in-school district. These two teams are in two separate 5A districts within OSSAA. Carl Albert is sitting with a record of 17-4 on the season. They're undefeated in District 1. Del City has a record of 6-15 on the season, 1-9 in District 2. That doesn't take away from the crosstown rivalry that can make for a great game here today. Thoughts, guys?
Well, I'll start out and just go ahead and say, Carl Albert has done a good job this year of managing their pitching staff. We've got one true ace, and then it's been pitched by committee, and I believe that the coaching staff has done a fantastic job at keeping that alive and making that work. Carl Albert has some young players that are actually seeing a lot of game time. And so I'm excited to see them play again today.
So Coach Kirk Norman with Carl Albert High School. He's one of the coaches for the swim team there. He covers the Carl Albert Titans football team as the play-by-play voice. And over on my right here we have Micah Unruh. Micah, a parent and a booster, if you will, of Del City High School. He knows this team. He knows these kids. So tell me about this team this year and kind of how things are going. I know you used the word building a minute ago.
Yeah, the Eagles are definitely in a building year. And if you were to look at the team this year versus last year, just their knowledge of the ball game has grown exponentially. Last year it was almost, they'd field a ball and then not necessarily know exactly where to go with it. And this year we've had several players go out and play some summer ball over the summer and into the fall last year, and they're sharper, they're quicker, and they're better. Unfortunately, our record doesn't show a great improvement, but there's a lot of games in there that are closer games. Usually there's like one inning that it just might get away from us a little bit. And so while you look at the record, may not be encouraging, you look at the team, their knowledge of the game, their ability to play has grown exponentially from last season. And it is encouraging to see the building that they've done and the hard work they put into it.
So when I say parent of one of the players, Blake Unruh, the right fielder for Del City today, he's also on the pitching staff at Del City. That's your son?
Yes.
So if we make comments during the stream today and you're cheering for your son, want everyone to understand what's going on there. So
I'll do my best to stay professional, but there might be a slip every once in a while.
These are two Oklahoma Sports Network teams, and we have both teams well represented here in the coverage today. So you show your excitement. That'll be perfectly great.
Absolutely. Family comes before the game. I can guarantee you that.
So Del City is the home team today after the coin flip. Since this is the Bill Tipton Classic, that home team was decided by coin toss today. And our defense for Del City on the mound today is number 1, Jacoby Wormsley. Behind the plate, number 2, Joshua Hardiman. At first base, number 21, Braxton Alexander. At second base, number 7, Skylar Underwood. Third baseman, number 9, and help me out with that name again. Ty G. Sparks. I want to make sure I don't mess that name up. Ty G. Sparks, the third baseman at shortstop, is number 6, and I believe that one's Ari Mays. Mays, all right. And then at left field, we have number 8, Demarion Bruton. At left field is number
That's
8,
correct.
Demarion Bruton. And in center field is number 3, Caden Wiley. And out in right field, number 13, Blake Unruh.
Yeah.
The lineup for Carl Albert today, their batting lineup, will begin with their second baseman, Peyton Reed, followed by center fielder Jordan Hawkins and left fielder Jackson Webster. The lineup is finished off with the first baseman Carson Ring, the shortstop Lane Sexton, catcher Cannon Anglin, the third baseman Jason Purcell, a designated hitter Alex Cavazos, and the right fielder Porter Cruz. Looks like we are getting ready to take the field out here in just a moment. I assume we may have a national anthem before we play as well, right?
I'm not sure.
The Carl Albert Titans, coached by Kyle Whiteley,
Ryan.
Ryan Whiteley, I'm sorry. Kyle, the first name of the Del City coach, and the Del City Eagles coached by Kyle Garcia.
We will be having a national anthem. So,
all right. I want to thank our sponsors that are making today's stream possible. Triple Elite Screen Printing, Buffalo Wild Wings, Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance, A-Grade Lawn Care, and Whataburger over on Southeast 15th Street, sponsoring today's stream of high school baseball. Coaches meeting the home plate umpire, having their pregame talk.
All the dignitaries are getting here. I just saw Mr. G walking down the sidewalk, so that's the principal over at Del City. He'll be here.
All right. So. Okay. Well, we should be getting close to the national anthem, and so we're going to toss this back over to Jordan to hear from our sponsors for just a moment on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Tommy's Express Car Wash. We know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call us. This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. This time you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call us. This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
Your home isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Go.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Kirk Norman, Micah Unruh, and now producing for us today, John Adams. Of course, Jordan Ray is here overseeing everything.
Exactly.
Jordan is, for those of you that don't know Jordan, I know you've heard his voice many times, but Jordan's a great guy, and he keeps all of us organized and keeps everything going here for Mid-Del Sports on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Really appreciate Jordan. We are at Carl Albert High School today for the Bill Tipton Classic baseball play here. It's the Del City Eagles taking on the Carl Albert Titans. Del City has come to Carl Albert, but this is a coin flip decision to decide who is the home team on the scoreboard today and on the field, and Del City is now the home team, so they will be in the field first, and Carl Albert will take the plate first. And we've talked about those starting lineups and defensive rotations for Del City and Carl Albert already. We've had players introduced on the field, and the national anthem has been played. We're about ready for the first pitch here. Out on the mound for the Del City Eagles, Jacoby Wormsley taking over first pitching duties today. And here comes first baseman Braxton Alexander, works his way out as they begin to work the ball around the field, and a couple of warm-up pitches before we have our first pitch. Now, Carl Albert, a few changes in the lineup today, right, Kirk?
Yep, a few changes. Just some younger players going to get some game time and see some things. Cannon England, who is a freshman, he's going to be catching. He's been catching a lot this season. But some other guys coming in, Jason Purcell, Alex Cavazos is going to be the designated hitter. And so we're going to see some people playing in some different positions. And this is to get you a little more well-rounded headed into the postseason. You never know when you're going to be called on to play, and getting that real live game time is just extremely important.
And that postseason, how that starts pretty soon. I was trying to look here to see. It's like the second week of May probably when the postseason begins. There's a few district games left on the schedule for both of these teams. So we've still got about a month of regular season left.
Yeah, we're a long ways down the pike, though, and things are lining up already. So,
all right. Here comes our first batter of the day for Carl Albert, Peyton Reed, the second baseman leading off for the Titans. On deck is Jordan Hawkins. So, talking about Jacoby Wormsley on the mound, you've been able to see him do some work this season. What does he have a strength? Is there a certain pitch we might see from him a little more than others?
He does come in with our lowest ERA of the team. He's at 3.67, and this is his fifth appearance. And he's a pretty strong pitcher. He's got 29 strikeouts, and so he's doing a really good job at the plate for us.
All right, folks, the windup starts, and we are underway here in this baseball game. Strike one delivered just right down the middle.
Yeah,
everyone's relaxed, taking a look.
Nice ball, just looking to see how it's going to come.
A little bit of a breeze. Wind's not blowing as hard as it was yesterday. That one gets way outside. Breeze is blowing out toward right field today. Flags are not just they're standing out pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Typical Central Oklahoma. Swing and a miss. Count is 1-2.
That was a nice pitch. Started out towards the batter and then broke off to the left, and just a nice ball.
Wormsley set behind the plate. Joshua Hardiman. Foul ball. Foul balls brought to you today by A-Grade Lawn Care. Choose A-Grade for a lawn above the rest.
Mm-hmm. 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
Outside, 2-2 the count. Definitely not going inside on any of these pitches so far. Outside again, and the count is full. Here, players starting to talk to their teammates from the dugouts. Little noise is always good in a baseball game, especially in the early morning. And that ball just missed the strike zone as we get a base on balls to begin the ball game. Brings to the plate Jordan Hawkins, center fielder on deck Jackson Webster. Hawkins batting from the left side of the plate. Actually batting from the right side.
Right.
Lefty. Reed with a short lead at first. Not much of a shift in the field at all. Nice sunshiny day, a few clouds floating by today. It is beautiful baseball weather today. I don't know how else to describe it other than say that.
No, it really is nice.
Not bad for a Friday.
Nope. That one's a little low.
Our count 2-0 now to Hawkins with a runner at first and no outs. Wormsley winds up,
There
delivers.
Reed goes.
Chopper to first
Hit
base.
and run.
And Alexander fields that one, tags first. Reed advances to second. We've got 1 out and a runner in scoring position at second base. Brings Jackson Webster to the plate, left fielder for the Titans, with Carson Ring on deck.
Oh.
Bringing us food from the concession stand. Did they bring hot dogs or burritos? What is that?
Looks like a burrito.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Pitch outside delivered to Webster. Reed advances to third. He just stands up and takes third base. No attempt to pick him off.
Yeah, infield was playing bunt on that one.
Yeah, infield was playing bunt.
Opportunity.
Shortstop didn't come over, and so no throw.
That ball went way outside. Sounded like it was tipped, but I may have just heard it come off the glove of the catcher. It was a swing. Not sure.
It did. It just came off the glove of the catcher.
It looked like Reed was going to try to come from third, and I didn't see any movement by the umpire to send him back on a foul ball. So
the ball hit hard and bounced back, and so it made it so there was no play at home.
2-1 the count. That pitch just a little bit high. Yeah. Wormsley in good shape here. Looked like a nice strike.
Inside. Yep.
Caught the inside corner on that one.
Yep.
Like
Even the count.
2-2 the count. 1 out. Appreciate John Adams keeping everything updated for us on the score bug there.
Runners coming in from third.
Ball gets by the glove of Hardiman, and Reed comes sliding in at home for the first score of the day. A 1-0 with 1 out, and a full count now to Jackson Webster. Hard hit ground ball just past the gloves of both the third baseman and also the shortstop. Results in a single for Webster. A runner at first with one out. 1 run on the board here in the top of the first. Buffalo Wild Wings, our first inning sponsor. Buffalo Wild Wings located at 5500 Tinker Diagonal, Del City. Buffalo Wild Wings, where every day is game day. Got to say, I really enjoy going to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I love the dry heat. I think it's called Desert Heat Dry Rub, on the traditional wings. The sauces are a little more messy, and you pick that dry rub up and dig in without getting a mess all over you. Pitch outside, falls out of the glove of Hardiman. Webster slides in safely at second, and the count's 1-1 to Ring. Lane Sexton on deck for the Titans. And again, that ball getting past Hardiman, and Webster advances to third.
Hardiman isn't our typical catcher. We've got another one, number 4, Jason Standifer, who is a typical catcher. Hardiman's filling in this morning.
All right, I was going to say, he looks like he's struggling. I wondered if he had caught very frequently for Wormsley, but he's struggling to catch some of the movement on those pitches.
Yeah, he's typically our shortstop, and he's filling in this morning for catcher.
Another foul ball hit, courtesy A-grade lawn care. Ring sends that one over the first base dugout, over toward my pickup.
Yeah, it's good.
And there's a nice little liner into left field. That's going to score Webster. Ring's going to hold up at first base. 2 runs on the board with 1 out and a runner at first. Lane Sexton coming to the plate with Cannon Anglin on deck. Got our Triple Elite screen printing instant replay. Triple Elite screen printing, where you find world-class designs and hot new styles.
There you go.
At first pitch to Sexton, bouncing out of the glove of Hardiman, but it stays in front of him. Pitch outside.
Called strike.
Called it a strike.
He called it right over that front corner. 1-1.
Yeah.
We've seen that a lot this season, where the umpires are really taking that outside corner and calling it as a strike.
You know, they've got this automated AI strike,
right?
In Major League Baseball that they're trying out now, and that's one of the issues they're having with it is if it catches just a corner of the plate but is not crossing the plate in the middle, it's struggling to see that it's a strike. And that pitch a little high and inside. The count is now 3-1 to Sexton.
You know, the last game that I called here, talked to Coach Whiteley after the game, and because the strike zone seemed to be quite large, but one of the things he talked about, and I really appreciate it, another walk, and that won't be a tag out for the walk. But one of the things that I appreciate about what Coach Whiteley said was, we don't want to be here all day. You got to swing the bat, and if the umpire is going to give you a wide berth, it's going to cause you to swing. So walk on that for Sexton.
Yeah, the ball and the throw from Hardiman to second was a really nice throw because Ring was running, but because it was the fourth ball, as you pointed out, there was no opportunity for a tag there. And we've got runners at first and second now with only 1 out on the board. And Cannon Anglin, you said the freshman?
Yes.
Anglin, left-handed batter at the plate, showing bunt here to win this at-bat. Pulls the bat back. Chopper goes between first and second. just gets past the outstretched glove of Underwood. They're at second base. The run scores, and we've got runners at the corners now. 3 runs on the board here in the first. Courtesy runner coming in for Anglin, number 16. Let's see, that is Griffin Ryan. Ryan, the runner at first now. Sexton over at third. And at the plate, Jason Purcell, third baseman. He swings, hard hit ball going to the left corner, bounces over the fence, but foul. That foul ball again brought to you by A-Grade Lawn Care. Choose A-Grade for a lawn above the rest. That took a high bounce. That's something I don't think we would have seen on the natural turf last year.
Right.
Beautiful, beautiful artificial turf fields here this season. This looks great. For the fans, it's great not to have sand blowing in your eyes.
That's right.
When I moved up here to central Oklahoma from southeast Oklahoma, where the wind doesn't blow down there like it does here, and you have a lot more humidity and moisture, which keeps sand and dirt down, that was one of the first things I noticed. Is I went to a softball game, and I had sand just constantly blowing right in my face. So we got bases loaded now with Alex Cavazos, the designated hitter, coming to the plate for Carl Albert. 3 runs on the board, 1 out. It's an out anywhere for the Del City defense. Wormsley on the mound, Hardiman behind the plate. And hit by pitch for Cavazos. He takes that one right in the forearm protector. Walks in a run, and Porter Cruz, a right fielder, comes to the plate, 9-hole hitter. On decks, top of the lineup, Peyton Reed with 1 out. Base is still loaded. Outside and low, here comes a runner from third, and Hardiman fails to pick up the ball as he reaches and grabs, turns to make the throw, but the ball is not in his hands. 5 runs scored now here in the top of the first. Runners at second and third. Inside and high, gets away from Hardiman, but takes a nice bounce off the backstop, comes right back to him, runner's hold. We've got activity in the bullpen for Del City.
Now we caught the inside.
Thought that one was a little low from looking way up high down on it, but umpire says strike 1. 2-1 the count. That one well inside. Worms winds up, delivers right down the gut.
The pike. Yeah. Cruz was he was just thinking, I'm going to walk this one, and threw his bat off to the side. Hey. Not a real good look.
Well, that's
especially with 2 balls.
Yeah, exactly.
I was trying to figure out why did he even think that might be a walk?
They rang him up.
And there's our first strikeout of the game. Strikeout sponsor, Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance, a local family-owned agency since 1978. And we get a QR code on the screen there, John, for Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance. If so, you can scan that QR code. Otherwise, give them a call at 405-733-7671 For a free quote, Patrick Newby, Farmers Insurance. We've got 2 outs on the board now with runners at second and third. Peyton Reed, leadoff batter, is top of the lineup back at the plate for Carl Albert. And, yeah, inside corner again. I don't know if this is just a matter of Wormsley getting warmed up, but everything was outside to Reed, his first trip to the plate, and he comes on the inside here, goes outside. That one gets the ball called. 2-1 the count. Two and one, 2 outs. Carl Albert on top, 5-0, top of the first. Inside pitch just misses the hip of Reed. Now, my perception in watching Wormsley pitch so far is that there's not a lot of velocity on the ball. There's some decent movement at times, but
yeah, and that's one of the things our pitchers. That's one of the things our pitchers are really working on is increasing the velocity, increasing their command. We have, in baseball terms, a very young pitching staff, not necessarily in age. He's a senior, but just in their experience, it's a very young pitching staff.
Foul ball hit over the first base line, goes out near the school bus there. Foul balls again brought to you by A-Grade Lawn Care. Down the middle, this foul ball comes over the top of the press box here. Again, A-Grade Lawn Care sponsoring foul balls. Count is full to Peyton Reed with some extra pitches there on the fouls. Wormsley delivers. Nice pitch down the middle. That one's popped up, and it's going foul as well.
Closer to my truck this time.
Yeah. It actually stayed inside the fence.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I can't see that side of the field.
Yeah. That's the reason I'm looking over here to the other side.
Again, foul ball courtesy A-Grade Lawn Care. Full count, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Nice pitch. Foul ball down the third baseline. A-Grade Lawn Care.
Great battle on both sides of the
ball.
Yeah,
I was just getting ready to say that. Reed's doing a good job at battling up, and Wormsley's putting him in there.
Nothing with significant power that would think that Reed's going to put one out. So if he can just get one in play, it might lead to an easy out for Del City. But there is the fourth ball. And is that the 4 or 5 walks here in the first?
That would be 1, 2, 3, fourth. Hit by pitch would be number 5. Yeah. And Reed walked last time and walked again this time.
Hawkins coming to plate. Hawkins, the hit and run last time led to an advanced base and the first out of the inning. Bases loaded and ball 1. That one was close to the strike zone. Wormsley delivers. That one a little low.
Look low.
Ball 2. Hawkins batting left. Inside pitch. Inside corner. Strike 1. I'm not saying the umpire's generous with the inside corner. Wormsley may just be doing a really good job of hitting it.
Right.
That ball goes into
dropped.
right field. Unruh drops it, picks it up, makes the throw into second. It's going to be a 2-base.
That's an error.
Error for Hawkins, and 2 runs score.
Well, you know, you said I can cheer on my son. He probably should have had that one.
He should have.
And I know in his head he's thinking the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just took his eye off of it for a minute.
Baseball is such a game of emotions. You know, we think
is.
about the intensity of other games like basketball with a constant push. There's a chopper that goes foul down the third baseline by Jackson Webster. Foul ball is brought to you by A-Grade Lawn Care. But baseball is such a game of emotions, and you get lulled into being relaxed almost, or you can get down as you see things not going your way, and then all of a sudden you have to have that burst of energy to go get something. And
right.
Man, it could catch you off guard in a heartbeat. Webster takes one right between the shoulder blades. He'll take a base on balls that loads it back up. 7 runs scored by Carl Albert here in the top of the first. 2 outs on the board with bases loaded brings Carson Ring back to the plate.
Yeah, and on that point, it's so important that you just go pitch by pitch. Next pitch up.
Right.
Just put that error behind you, put that mistake behind you.
Yeah. And there is another hit by pitch as that one comes inside and catches Ring right in the back of the thigh. Walks in another run.
That's Reed that comes in on that run.
Hawkins now at third, Webster at second, Ring is at first for Carl Albert, and Lane Sexton is the batter for the Titans. Pitch outside, Sexton swings, ball gets away from Hardiman, and Hawkins is going to score. Now runners at second and third with 2 outs, 9 runs on the board. This feels like a long game, but it may end up being a short game. Another pitch outside. Know if Coach Garcia is wanting to see Wormsley go ahead and finish out the inning, but I'm a little surprised with, especially back-to-back hitters hit by a pitch, that we haven't seen a pitching change. Foul ball brought to you by A-Grade Lawn Care, goes over the first base dugout.
Can you spot the number in the bullpen?
I cannot.
No, got a little bit of a long hair mullet going over there, though. I can see that. A little bit like Blake's hair. Ground ball is going in the gap between short and third into left field. That scores a run.
More than likely, this number 25, Sam Glisson, coming in with several appearances in relief this year. We'll have to wait and see.
Coming to the plate with runners at first and third now at the corners, 2 outs. 10 runs on the board here in the top of the first. Cannon Anglin, the freshman. Runner going from first, the throw going into center field, way overthrown, scores the run from third. And that's a decision to make a throw by a catcher who hasn't been there a lot.
That is true. Probably forgot we had a runner at third.
Yeah, he was setting up to make that throw even before the pitch. So yeah, I think he just thought here we go.
Yeah. A lot of times they'll try to deceive, throw
right,
fast,
hit
back
the
to
short,
the pitcher.
or hit the pitcher. Yeah.
Runner at second, 2 outs. That ball gets down in the, I start saying the dirt. It's not technically dirt, but counts 1-1. 11 runs scored in the top of the first for Carl Albert.
Runner goes.
Sexton advances to third. Two and 1 the count. Inside pitch, ball 3. You know, if you're Coach Garcia, you're in a building year, you got a team that's growing and learning and gaining experience, but there's been some mistakes in the first inning here that sure would make you shake your head, and there is another walk. That 8, including the hit by pitches now?
Yeah, with hit by pitch now, it's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I've got
8. That's correct.
And do we have a dog? What are we carrying? Oh, no, that's just all the equipment. It looked like he was carrying a little dog back across the field to me.
He's taking.
It's armfuls of elbow guards. And shin
elbow guards, and yeah.
So for our audience out there, that statement just shows you how old I'm getting and how bad my eyes are.
Yeah.
Well, the dog definitely wasn't giving any resistance.
Right.
The way he had his arms around it was what made me think he was cuddling something, you know. So swing and a miss. That is, I believe, is that strike 2?
No, it's just 1 and 1.
Okay,
now.
1 and 1. The scoreboard changed quickly.
Yeah.
You were watching the dog.
Paying more attention to the dog than.
Everybody's looking for a dog now.
Yeah, there's no dog.
It was just a hot dog. High hit pop up, catchable play in the infield, and that one caught successfully by Skylar Underwood, just behind second base for out number 3. Carl Albert puts 11 runs on the board in the top of the first. And as we get ready to go to the bottom of the first, let's talk about the Carl Albert defense that's coming into the field now. On the mound today for Carl Albert is number 34, Isaac Kellington. What do we know about Isaac Kellington?
Not a lot. He's one of our newer pitchers, and so we're going to see what we get here.
All right. Behind the plate, Cannon Anglin, the freshman.
Right.
Out at first base is number 11, Carson Ring, second baseman. Number 8, Peyton Reed. At third base, number 6, Jason Purcell. Shortstop, number 7, Lane Sexton. Out in left field, number 4, Jackson Webster, mainstay of this Carl Albert Titans baseball team for some time now. In center field, number 9, Jordan Hawkins. Both of these last two guys all-around athletes playing multiple sports for Carl Albert High School. And in right field, number 32, Porter Cruz. Our batting lineup for Del City, the leadoff batter, and number 13, Blake Unruh, coming in from right field. Jacoby Wormsley, who's had duties on the mound at the top of the first, will be our on-deck batter. And followed up by Joshua Hardiman, the catcher. Braxton Alexander from first base. Skylar Underwood, the second baseman. Ari Mays, the shortstop. Demarion Bruton, a left fielder. Taiji, right?
Taiji,
I got it wrong. I knew I was going to do that.
That's all right.
Taiji Sparks, the third baseman, and Caden Wiley, center fielder. Cheering for the Del City Eagles at the plate here in the bottom of this first inning to put some runs on the board and make this a baseball game. Otherwise, we may have a short game today.
The nice part about baseball is if the first team can do it, the second team can too.
Absolutely.
Just have to see how the bats go and how the pitching comes in. They have had a little bit of struggle throughout the season with velocity. When we have a pitcher with velocity, some of the guys, it kind of locks up still. And so I know 13, Blake has been working really hard at judging velocity, getting out there in front of it, and making good contact.
All right, 11-0 the score as we are in the bottom of the first. Del City at the plate. Again, Isaac Kellington on the mound for Carl Albert with Cannon Anglin behind the plate. And you say this is Anglin's kind of a not a lot of experience for him behind the plate this year?
Well, actually, no, he's had quite a bit of experience. He's been starting for the Titans this whole time. But he is a freshman, but he's played a lot of ball.
All right, swing and a miss on the outside pitch. 0-2 the count to Unruh.
Kellington not putting anything necessarily too extravagant on, but thrown two good strikes, and rings that one up.
Just on the outside corner, Unruh had swung at one outside on the previous pitch and decided to let that one go, and Kellington got the call. So strike one, strikeouts again, brought to you by Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance. Call them at 405-733-7671.
First pitch ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Evens it up.
Strike one, 1-1. The count now to Jacoby Wormsley. Hardiman on deck. 1 out, no runners on. Swing and a miss, 1-2 the count. Pitch low on the outside corner of the strike zone. Maybe just out.
Oh,
now, I would say that was a pretty generous call by the umpire.
Call, yeah. Not quite sure he saw all of that pitch.
No.
Strike called, and from our perspective, looking right down the line, Micah, you're looking right down the line. That looked like it was in the other batter's box to me.
Yeah, my years of umpiring tells me that might not have been right.
Yeah. There's one thing to be in the river. There's another thing to be on the bank.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Strike one delivered to Joshua Hardiman with Braxton Alexander on deck. I want to thank Jordan Ray, our monitor here, decided to time out on us, and he got it working again for us. Like I said, Jordan does a great job of keeping everything going.
Called strike.
Yep. 0-2.
0-2 the count to Hardiman. We've got 2 outs on the board already. Kellington gives the nod. High hit ball, playable out shallow right field, and the right fielder, that is looking at the wrong roster here. Porter Cruz calls off Reed and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. We're going to the second inning. The score 11-0. Carl Albert on top of Del City. This is high school baseball at the Bill Tipton Classic on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process. Engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussick, Coach Kirk Norman, Micah Unruh, John Adams producing, Jordan Hawkins keeping everything going here today at the Bill Tipton Classic, Carl Albert High School. We're about to begin the second inning as the Carl Albert Titans lead the Del City Eagles 11-0 after 1. It looks like you called the bullpen correctly. So number 25 on the mound now for Del City, and give us a name on that again.
Yeah, so this is Sam Glisson. He has several appearances in relief. He's also got an appearance or 2 as a starting pitcher. And let me find his ERA isn't wonderful. It's 8.3, but again, he's coming in with in relief in most of these instances.
So Jacoby Wormsley on the mound in the first inning and struggled a little bit. Ended up hitting 4 batters, I believe. Walked another 4. Gave up 11 runs in the first inning. First pitch delivered, and a strike called.
Yep. Yeah, so Sam doesn't have a lot of velocity, but he's pretty accurate. He's pretty good at getting it in there where it needs to be, and so he's very consistent in his pitching.
Alex Cavazos, the DH, at the plate, and he takes 2 looking, 0-2 the count.
Yeah, if you're going to stand there and watch, you're going to be sitting in the dugout in just a minute.
So a good start here for Glisson. And foul ball by A-grade lawn care.
A couple of games stand out in my head with Sam in that we had an inning kind of like the first inning, and he's come in and been able to shut him down. And so pretty proud of that for him.
That one was a little bit high.
One and 2 the count. Foul ball. Lawn care.
That had a little bit of a curve to it there.
Now, I can't decide if it's a changeup or a curve or a little bit of both, but it will twist everybody up.
Mm-hmm.
Count remains 1 and 2. And now 2 and 2. Our second inning brought to you by Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance, a local family-owned agency since 1978. Scan the QR code or give them a call at 405-733-7671 for a free quote.
Got him to pop up.
Playable at first. And that one is caught by Braxton Alexander for out number 1. No.
Yes.
Yeah, out number 1, yeah. Porter Cruz at the plate, 9-hole hitter. On deck is top of the lineup, Peyton Reed for Carl Albert. 1 out, no runners on, inside pitch. Cruz showing bunt, ball 1. Bunt laid down, headed back to first, and that one ends up in no man's land.
Yep.
No one to cover first base. Glisson was not going to outrun Cruz to first, and Alexander had to come recover the bunt.
And that was one of those things you were talking about earlier in regard to a young team, was that, Underwood has a responsibility during that to come over from second, but nobody there, and just lets him walk on in.
Yeah, and as that bunt was coming in, he should have seen that right off the bat and started moving. Yeah. First step is so important with defensive, and as a growing team, that's what they're learning.
Right.
Yeah, it seems so often when like on a bunt like this, and here's a similar play, except there's a runner at first this time, but the result is basically the same.
Right.
Underwood had to cover second that time, or you say had to cover second. He's got a shortstop over there that can help.
That should have been a shortstop cover.
That should have been the shortstop covering.
Yeah, but the first move by Underwood was to second base with a runner, right?
Yes.
And again, Glisson has to respond as well, and we're not seeing that.
So 2 bunts laid down, runners at first and second now. 1 out on the board. That last bunt was Peyton Reed. Jordan Hawkins now at the plate.
Yeah, and so much of that knowledge of the game is experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
And these boys, we're talking they have 1 year of experience between last year through today. And that first step, it has to happen correctly or it won't happen.
Yeah, and that play, I actually had my eyes on Underwood, and as soon as that bunt was laid down, he was headed to second base. So, yeah. Hawkins swings in the gap to right field.
Watch Andrew throw home.
Here comes the throw. 1 run scores. We've got runners at second and third. Scores 12-0, 1 out. 2 runners in scoring position. Jackson Webster, looks like we have
Boston Holland.
Yeah. Boston Holland coming in to hit in place of Jackson Webster. Know anything about Boston?
No, Boston's been around a while. I mean, he's a good ball player. Got a little bit of time last year.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Just wanted to comment there on Jordan Hawkins. That's his. He got thrown out on a fielder's choice in the first inning, and then came back with a double. Now he's got a second double. Ball's through.
And that's going to score a run. Hawkins advances to third as Reed crosses home plate. Now, was it Hawkins? I might be wrong. That first inning double might have been the error out in right field.
It was.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch outside, nice hit into left center, and making a dive for it, not getting there as the ball's rolling out to the warning track. Throw coming in, run scores, coming to third, and safe. Just diving head first at third base was Boston Holland. Carson Ring now batting with a runner at third and one out. Glisson delivers, and Ring puts one right down the third baseline over third baseman's head into left field. That's a single, scoring a run.
One of the interesting things I'm seeing on this field is that it's not as fast when they're sliding. The Dell City field is the exact same field, but when they take a traditional slide, they will slide over the base. It's just, I don't know if it's too full of sand fill or what, but it's a much faster sliding field than this one is.
Now, that's interesting because I had the same thought. Watching them slide, it seemed like they were coming to a pretty quick stop out here. Yeah.
Yeah, Dell City, every visiting team has overslid a base.
That first pitch fouled off. Courtesy A-grade lawn care. Strike one. And that one just a little high, is down the middle, but shoulder height is not in the strike zone.
We'd be a lot better if it was.
Yeah.
Everybody would be a lot better.
Well, I was going to say, we'd all be a lot better, yeah.
2-1 the count.
You know, even with the struggles that Dell City's had this year, it's been a lot of fun to watch them play. They always come out with a positive attitude, wanting to do well and do better, and they put forth crazy amounts of effort.
Well, that's kudos to a coach that can keep that going, too.
That was
hard hit ball left field.
Get to the wall.
It does, and it's going to bounce
bounces
over the
That'll
wall.
Be a double.
Again. I think we're going to see a lot more of these balls bouncing over the wall with this artificial turf than we used to see.
Yeah, I agree. We've had a couple this year already.
So that was Sexton that got the ground roll double. And we got runners at second and third with a one out. Cannon Anglin comes to the plate. Anglin, the freshman, with duties behind home plate today. Batting lefty.
Has a single and a walk on the day.
Outside pitch. Only missed by, foot and a half. That was quite a ways outside. Maybe supposed to be a breaking ball that never broke. That one gets away from Hardiman. Rolls to the backstop, and that'll score a run. Ring crosses home plate. Sexton's at third now with one out. Anglin at the plate. 2-0 the count. Breeze really hasn't changed much. If anything, it's going a little bit more toward the right field corner. Flags seem to be flying maybe a little harder than they were earlier. Deliver, and ball 4 called. That ball must have been low. It looked like a decent pitch from here. My eyes are deceiving, though, because I see dogs.
That's true.
Was that a courtesy runner, I think?
Yes.
Ryan Griffin, coming in as the courtesy runner.
Okay, good.
I think he came in earlier for Anglin as well.
So Purcell is in, walked, and then flew out in the first inning.
Wormsley began pitching for Del City, finished out the first inning. We've got Sam Glisson on the mound now. 5 runs scored here in the top of the second. Strike called on Purcell. 1-1 the count. 1 out, runners at the corners. That pitch bounces about 4 feet in front of the plate, gets away from Hardiman, scores a run, and Griffin Ryan will advance to second base. 17-0 the score, top of the second. Glisson delivers. That one a little outside, maybe low. Ryan will advance to third base as that ball bounced over the head of Hardiman. To a little frustration in Hardiman's body language as he was walking back.
Yeah, his
that one.
demeanor's showing he's frustrated.
Hard hit ball up the middle, right at the infield umpire. Gets into center field for a single. That's an RBI single.
Second time around.
Alex Cavazos, as Carl Albert has batted around here in the second, just as they did in the first. 1 out on the board. Started out with an early out in this inning.
Yeah, it was promising when we first came out.
It was actually right here on this. Cavazos was the leadoff batter, and that was the first out of the inning. And we've come back to him now with no more outs.
Make him hit.
0-1 the count. Runner at first. Glisson delivers a little high. I'm not the best judge of pitches. That looked like maybe a changeup that just got away from him. Let go a little early. I don't know.
2 balls, 1 strike. You can see that, Coach Whiteley's called off the dogs in regard to stealing bases and those kind of things, and it's only appropriate.
That pitch outside, 3-1. Don't have to be aggressive base running, but keep swinging the bat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got bullpen activity again for Del City. Hit ball right through the glove.
Had a chance for a double play right there.
Of Ari Mays. There'll be an error. Runners at first and second. Porter Cruz, 9-hole hitter at the plate for Carl Albert, and on deck is Peyton Reed. Nope. On deck is not Peyton Reed. On deck is number 23, Mac Murphy. Got some substitutions coming in the batting lineup here in the second inning. Another ball. That one caught,
touch
and
the base.
There's
There
the double
it is.
play. As making the plays, Ari Mays catches the fly ball, tags second for out number 3. We have 7 runs scored in the top of the second by Carl Albert. They lead 18-0 now over Del City. We're going to the bottom of the second inning, brought to you by Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Coach Kirk Norman, Micah Unruh, John Adams producing, Jordan Ray just all around keeping everything running today. This is the Bill Tipton Classic, playing at Carl Albert High School. Del City Eagles, the home team on the scoreboard in today's game versus the Carl Albert Titans. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Second inning brought to you by Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance, a local family-owned agency since 1978. Scan the QR code in the upper right corner of the screen or give them a call at 405-733-7671 for a free quote. Score 18-0, Carl Albert leading Del City here as we begin the bottom of the second. On the mound for Carl Albert is, we do still have, yes, Isaac Kellington.
Yep.
Pitching for the Titans. He only faced 3 batters in the first inning. It was 3 up, 3 down. Braxton Alexander, the leadoff batter for the Del City Eagles. On deck, Skylar Underwood. In the hole, Ari Mays.
Alexander comes in with our second leading average at 380.
Nice batting average.
Yeah.
You know, Boston Holland substituted in. Now he's out in the left field. So,
okay. Pitch and a hit. That fly ball going to shallow right, caught by first baseman Carson Ring, out number 1.
Now batting for the Eagles, second baseman number 7.
Skylar Underwood, the second baseman at the plate. Mays on deck. First pitch swing, good contact, playable ball. Kellington delivers. Strike 1. Kellington not delivering what appears to be a tremendous amount of velocity today, too, but just good controlled pitches. That one had a little more behind it. It got away from him. Ball 1. Hard hit ball right up the middle, crossed the pitcher's mound, fielded at second, throw coming, and the runner beats it at first. Underwood on safely first base runner for the Eagles. Mays coming to the plate with Demarion Bruton on deck. Little life for the Eagles here in the bottom of the second.
Oh, curved right in.
Yeah, a little curveball. And Mays jumped back from it a little bit, but it right on the inside corner. Pickoff throw to first. Underwood gets back safely. Kellington throws to first again. Underwood staying close to first base. Looks like we've got number 18 warming up in the bullpen for Del City.
Got him to chase that one a little bit low and outside. 0-2.
0-2 the count to Mays. Runner at first, one out. Outside pitch, throw to first. Boy, that was close. Oh, they said he got him. Boy, I'm not sure.
As a Del City fan, I want a review.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be a reviewable play at any other level of baseball.
I'd give you one.
Yeah.
Out number 2. I think that was a called pitch and throw by Carl Albert on that play. Anglin caught that one, basically stood up and caught that one, ready to make the throw.
On the pitch out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The first baseman had to spin all the way around to the outside to come back and make the tag, and it sure looked late from here, but the umpire had a completely different angle on it than we have.
And we all three thought there was a dog on the field.
Exactly.
I tell you what, Major League Baseball umpires are getting all sorts of criticism, and they always have, but they may be getting as much as ever. And now with this automated AI, system judging strikes and balls, it's only going to increase. But the human judgment of the game of baseball for umpires is a huge part of the game.
It
just
got it through
into left field. As Mays battles through quite a few pitches, finally gets there.
Batting now for the Del City Eagles, left fielder number 8.
A runner at first with 2 outs.
I had 16 years behind the plate. Absolutely loved it. And am frustrated with AI coming in.
I am too.
And telling umpires they're wrong.
And that's where I was.
Or they're right.
I was behind the plate, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
I think the human element is a part of the game.
I agree.
It
is in every sport.
Yeah.
Maybe less so at this point in football than any of the other, basketball or baseball. But in basketball and of course that's changing too. You can even contest foul calls in NBA now. So.
Well, and I think it's boiling down to the money. If you're going to spend the multi-million-dollar, $1 billion on a team, let's do it right. And that's can be frustrating.
Strike called. 0-2 the count to Demarion Bruton. Ty G. Sparks on deck. I got the name right there.
You did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good job.
Sounded good.
Runner at first, 2 outs. 0-2 the count. Kellington delivers outside, 1-2.
Set up that way, intended that way, trying to get him to chase.
Kellington delivers, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the end of the second. Del City got some base runners on in that inning, but was not able to get any of them around the home plate. The score's 18-0 after 2 innings here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Your home isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Coach Kirk Norman, Micah Unruh, John Adams producing, and Jordan Ray behind the scenes here on the Oklahoma Sports Network at Carl Albert High School for the Bill Tipton Classic. We begin the third inning of this one. Third inning brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, located at 5500 Tinker Diagonal, Del City. Buffalo Wild Wings, where every day is game day. There is always a game of some kind on televisions around the restaurant at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yep. Now this is number 23. Who's that again?
Mac Murphy.
Mac Murphy.
Mac Murphy batting for Carl Albert as the leadoff batter here in the third inning. He is batting in place of
Peyton Reed.
Peyton Reed. Right,
Reed.
top of the lineup.
Top of the lineup.
Yeah. Yeah, he's Declan Murphy's younger brother. That's correct.
High hit ball going to left center.
Nice job.
And
probably could have talked a little more, but good job there by Unruh.
Unruh making up for that one earlier as he caught that one, and then he and center fielder Caden Wiley had made contact right after the catch, but Unruh held on for out number one. You had Skylar Underwood, Caden Wiley, and Blake Unruh all running, from 3 points, converging on the landing point of that ball. Glisson still on the mound here for Del City as we begin this third inning. Scores 18-0 Carl Albert. They put 11 runs on the board in the first, 7 in the second. And hard hit ball in. It's fair. Rolls all the way to the fence in the right corner. Unruh chases
Hawkins
it
is
down.
fast.
Hawkins with that hit gets the stand-up triple. And back at the plate, Austin Holland.
Right.
Now stepping to the plate for the Titans.
Holland got a triple in the last inning at his first time at bat.
A runner at third, a one out on the board. Glisson on the mound, Hardiman behind the plate. Holland in the box, ready to go. Nice pitch, foul ball brought to you by A-Grade Lawn Care. That one's high and foul over the first base dugout.
There's another one.
Same hit.
Same result.
A-Grade Lawn Care. Choose A-Grade for a lawn above the rest.
It's just a long strike. That's what I always used to think. I'll just take that strike.
So you said you were behind the plate how many years?
16 years.
16 years.
Yep.
So what's your perception then, and what's your perspective maybe is the proper word to use here on fan interaction with umpires.
I'm a fan of it. I yell at umpires all the time.
And you were an umpire.
Yeah, and I was an umpire.
Good to know.
I do have
hard hit ball, fielded at second. Throw is wide. That's going to be safe on an error at first by Holland. That error goes on Skylar Underwood at second. Bobbled the fielding the ground ball first and then just threw the ball wide.
I think the issue with umpires right now is, one, we have an umpire shortage.
Yes.
And two, we don't have an evaluation program from the OSSAA. And we really need to be evaluating our umpires and teaching them. And I manage a crew, and I always tell them, I'm going to either teach you up or teach you out.
Right.
And so I'm going to help you get better, or I'm going to tell you to go, invitation for relocation, go find something different. And so I think we have good-hearted umpires that are doing their best, that don't necessarily know they're wrong.
Right.
And when they institute an evaluation program, not saying they will, but I think we'll see the whole level of our games and our umpiring improve throughout the state.
So, and there are states around us that have models. Nephew, that is an umpire in Arkansas, they have a evaluation system, and then they basically grade or tier their umpires based on their performance in different tiers, and whether they ump behind the plate or whether they get to go umpire in playoff games, things like that, is based on what tier they're in.
Right.
So if they're not in a higher tier, they're not going to have the opportunity to go do a playoff game, for example.
Right.
And, some models like that to look at, whether Arkansas has it all right or whether it's just one example. There are definitely systems around us that we could use as examples to build a system in Oklahoma.
Right. And last season I talked to the staffers involved in the umpiring for the OSSAA, and they said, yeah, we'd love to do that, but we have an umpire shortage. How are we going to staff an evaluation program?
Right.
And I get it. Money's tight everywhere.
So Hawkins did score from third base. We've got one run on the board here in the top of the third. At the plate is Carson Ring with a count of 2-2 now. Runner at first. High hit ball. Popped up,
definitely
foul.
Playable.
Alexander makes the catch in foul territory for out number 2. Good start here in the top of the third for the Del City defense.
Now stepping to the plate for the Titans, number 35,
Lucas Perrymore coming to the plate. Perrymore in place of Lane Sexton. A lot of guys getting some activity. Yep. He hits one foul, courtesy A-grade lawn care.
I think what's disappointing about our game today with this score for me is that this is not representative of what this team has done this year. They've had close games. They've fought through some games. They've had some comebacks. And so I know they're going to walk out of here with their heads kind of hung low, but this is not a representation of the Del City Eagles.
Yeah, that first inning was just a tough one with all the additional base runners that resulted from hit pitches and base on balls, and there were some good hits in there too. But Jordan Hawkins was your two-hole hitter, and that was out number 1 right at the start of the inning, and then to give up 11 runs in that inning was deflating and creates a struggle for the rest of the game.
It does. It really does.
Nice hit ball going to right field. Unruh's there, makes the catch high over his head for out number 3. And only 1 run scored in the third by Carl Albert. We're going to the bottom of the second. The score is, bottom of the third. Thank you, Micah. The score is 19-0 here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rolling.
This looks like you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Coach Kirk Norman, Micah Unruh, John Adams producing, and Jordan Ray behind the scenes. This is the Bill Tipton Classic. We're playing at Carl Albert High School. Del City Eagles coming to the plate versus the Carl Albert Titans. And leading off for Del City is Taji Sparks, the third baseman. On deck, Caden Wiley from center field. And then back to the top of the lineup, Blake Unruh, the right fielder. Score is 19-0. In the bottom of the third, this third inning brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, located at 5500 Tinker Diagonal in Del City. Buffalo Wild Wings, where every day is game day. And I will repeat that the Desert Heat Dry Rub is what I love on the traditional wings. But then you go sweet and hot with like a mango habanero or something like that on the boneless wings. And, I'm all about that. But I want to eat those with a fork, so that I don't get them all over my face and hands.
Well, so to know you have a favorite means you have to go back a lot to try each one separate times.
I haven't tried all of them because there's some
back.
I look at and I go, I'm just not interested in that one.
Yeah, that's true. I can understand that.
I will say that, going all the way up the heat ladder there, I've done that at the top of the lineup. And, their hottest wings are maybe just not pleasant for me, but there's plenty out there who like them. So.
For sure.
All right, we have Taji Sparks at the plate, leading off. Mac Murphy on the mound now for Carl Albert. Isaac Kellington carried pitching duties through 2 innings, gave up no runs. Murphy now taking over on the mound. Swing and a miss on the second pitch, 1-1 the count. Wind's been consistent every pitch today. I just haven't seen it really drop off or change direction much at all.
Another swing and a miss, 1-2.
Looking at Caden Wiley over there in the on-deck circle. He's not a very big young man, is he?
No, he's definitely one of the smaller players. A lot of times we'll use him as a pinch or a courtesy runner, allow him to get in there and take some bases.
Got a strikeout called. The strikeout's brought to you by Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance, a local family-owned agency since 1978. You can scan that QR code there on the screen or give them a call at 405-733-7671 for a free quote.
So Wiley's a freshman. He's got 6 stolen bases on the season. Actually, our third-ranked base stealer.
So a little speed.
He's got some speed, yeah.
Speed and smart base running probably as well. He's going to head down the first baseline. It's a race and does not get there in time. He started off slow that time. It felt like he was waiting to see what was going to happen with that ball. He was about 15 feet down the baseline before he really picked up any acceleration.
Yeah, and I think really I have different opinions about how to coach a team, and I really think that a world-class sprinter needs to come in and talk to these boys about how to get out of the block.
Get out of the block,
yeah. And just head full 100% power.
Yeah, those first 4 steps, that's just crucial.
Yeah, if he had taken off like a sprinter on that one, it was a close enough play at first, not a photo finish by any means, but a close enough play. If he had taken off, I think he would have beat the throw.
It would have been a lot closer for that umpire to call.
Yep. Unruh shows bunt, takes the first strike.
So Unruh at the plate with, wait to see who's on deck. Wormsley was. Will it be Wormsley or Glisson? Looks like Glisson's going to be on deck.
Yeah, Glisson's warming up.
0-2 to Unruh. Swing, chops this one. Third base, scooped up, throw made, and the play made at first as Carson Ring pulls that one in and just steps out of the way of Unruh, who's coming down the baseline. No runs scored in the bottom of the third, and the score remains 19-0.
Ball game.
That is ball game. Okay, 3 innings in, and we're done.
Yep.
So with the rotation of games, we're got a limit on the time here for the ball game. So
or 3-inning run rule.
All right, 19-0 today. Good job on the mound by Carl Albert pitchers, not giving up any runs today. Struggle early for Del City on the mound really was the story of this ball game.
I would say so.
Yes.
And we had Carl Albert batters getting hit by pitches in the first inning, some that were getting base on balls, and 11 runs across the plate in the first for Carl Albert. So appreciate your words about this not being representative of the Del City team.
Absolutely.
A building year, players gaining experience. This is an experience that hopefully they leave this game and go, I don't want to ever experience something like this again, right?
Right. and this was more representative of last year.
Yeah.
Our games last year. And when you're playing, the number 4 team in the state,
right.
They just got to come out and fight. And it's a character builder. And I've enjoyed the season watching them build that character and really come together as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jordan is just sharing with me that Carl Albert will play again in the Bill Tipton Classic at 5:30 today against Stillwater. Stillwater sitting in first place, coming in from 6A, of course. And that should be a phenomenal matchup at 5:30 today. That game will be right here at Carl Albert High School. But at 5:30 on the Oklahoma Sports Network is the game between
Elgin
and Midwest City. Elgin and Midwest City at 5:30 today on the Oklahoma Sports Network, part of the Bill Tipton Classic. And, just talking about Bill Tipton, let's just do a little recap real quick. I did have a little information up on him. Bill Tipton was born in the big town of Non, Oklahoma.
There you go.
I don't know where Non is. I intend to look that up. Graduated at Gertie High School back in 1951. Played baseball and basketball at East Central University in Ada.
Yeah. Do you know where Gertie is?
Now, Gertie, I do know.
Okay.
Yeah, Gertie I know, but I don't know where Non is.
It's really not that far away.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's down off what they call Panther Creek Road is the difference in Non and Gertie. Yeah.
Hey, you know a lot now.
Well, yeah. I was pastor at Allen for 5 years, and so we used to go over to Gertie to eat barbecue. So.
Well, just an interesting note, of course, Bill Tipton coached here at Carl Albert, where he retired from coaching back in 1986, I think. But he was drafted by the Yankees, and he would go to spring training and go play a ball for the Yankees organization, and then come back to play basketball for ECU on weekends and things like that. It was an interesting mix as he continued to play both sports, both at the pro level and the minor leagues at that point, but the minor leagues and college ball. So that's where the name Bill Tipton comes from for our listeners out there. Wanted to share that with you. And appreciate you being in our audience today. Again, we want to thank Triple Elite Screen Printing, who brought our instant replays today. We didn't have an opportunity for a lot of great plays to show you there. Buffalo Wild Wings and Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance, part of our sponsors. Of course, A-Grade Lawn Care, bringing you our foul ball sponsors for the day. And our player of the game today, Jordan Hawkins, brought to you by Whataburger, located on Southeast 15th Street. Build your Whataburger today at Whataburger with the new Big Ranch Wrap, premium Whata Chicken Bites, or the Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. Eat big for just a little, only at Whataburger. And Jordan Hawkins, the center fielder, who had some really nice hits for Carl Albert today as well, player of the game for the Titans.
Yeah, very good job by Jordan. Jordan coming off of a good run in basketball and being the runner-up in basketball, and now coming out and playing hard in baseball.
All right. Well, folks, thank you for being in our audience today. This has been a production of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network. Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.